And welcome back to Inside IU East Sports. It's an exciting time around the IU East Athletics Department right now as a lot is happening. We've talked about how there's going to be the addition of soccer next year that's going to bring in a lot more recruits, but we also just signed a golfer from Puerto Rico. Kyle Wright had a chance to sit down and talk with our special guest. Here's their interview.
Thank you, Caleb, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm going to let him introduce himself, but up from Puerto Rico, a potential golf prospect here at IU East. So, Angel, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. Tell us about your name, yourself, your hometown, and just things that you'd like our fans to know about you.
So, hi, I'm Angel Del Valle Diaz. I'm from Puerto Rico, Hatillo, and I started golf 6 years ago.
Okay. And then just how did you hear about IU East? I know there's been an effort we've done a lot of recruiting in Puerto Rico in the last year, but how did you first hear about IU East?
So I've been struggling to get a scholarship and to get a golf career. So there was this time on June I had a tournament. I was focusing on the tournament, and Joe Griffin came on to me and by surprise and told me about IU.
Mm-hmm. And obviously you like it a little bit or you wouldn't have made the trouble to come visit us here. What things have you heard about IU East? And today's actually your first visit, but what things did you hear about IU East that you liked to realize it was worth making a visit here?
So I didn't have the opportunity to come because the far away. So I researched it, and the thing that got me in mind is the pre-medicine and every facility that has.
And you actually answered my next question. I was going to ask you, what are you going to be studying? We also talked about it on the way over to the studio here, but tell our fans just a bit about what you hope to be studying and then what job or what career you're hoping that leads you to down the line.
So I'm going to start in biology and hopefully get to sport medicine.
Mm-hmm. And hoping to do that close to home, Puerto Rico, or is it something you're... Obviously, that's something you can do anywhere in the world because there's sports anywhere in the world, but is there a particular place you're hoping that leads you to as far as where you'll be doing that job?
No, I think my lifestyle is to travel the world and help everyone.
Neat. That'd be definitely a neat thing to do. Well, as you mentioned, you're a golfer. You said you've been playing for quite a while. Just what got you hooked on golf? There's a million sports we can all play. What made you realize that, hey, golf is the sport for you?
So when I was little, I did every sport. I was super active, and my dad always traveled me to a golf course, and that's when I got the chance to play. Mm-hmm. So we had the Royal Isabella in probably 6 years ago, and that's when I really started playing tournaments.
Mm-hmm. And what do you consider the best part of your game? Are you good driver off the tee, good around the greens, good putter, good at everything, but what would you consider to be the strongest part of your golf game?
I got my good days and my bad days, but I think the putter and the chipping. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of my strategy.
So short game master, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay. What would you consider some of your best accomplishments in golf so far?
There's not probably too much. There was a time that I broke my wrist, and I thought that I didn't get the chance to start again on golf. But that's the kind of the achievement that I had, that I'm gonna surpass that injury, and become the better player that I was.
Okay. What's your lowest score, out of curiosity? I'm sure it's better than mine, but I'm always curious what the people's low scores are.
So when I said the injury got me a little bit stuck, so I was probably going to break the 70s and the 80s, so I got stuck. Then I really started these days, not these days, but these seasons and everything.
Okay, this particular season or cycle through the year.
Yes, I broke the 80s and the 70s. I got 78, I think. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of hoping to progress more. And
I always ask any golfer that's on the show this: any holes in one in your career?
No, I got a lot of hit pins, but
no, still waiting for one to stick.
Yes.
Okay. Other interests outside of the things you're going to study in golf, some other hobbies that you have or other interests that you have?
So I was currently a volleyball player. I played center, and I also played in the last 5 years, I think, soccer. I was the goalkeeper. And every sport that you can throw me, I can play.
So you're quite the athlete, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular favorite pro golfer by any chance?
Dustin Johnson's one of my favorite hitters because he's a long hitter, and Rory McIlroy.
Okay. And what do you like about, besides the fact he wins a lot, but things you like about Rory as well?
His fitness and his techniques.
Right. And then just finally, anything else as our fans are getting to know you, just anything else that hopefully you're a Red Wolf at this time next year, just things that you'd like our fans to know about you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we sure appreciate you taking some time, and we hope you enjoy your visit here at IU East, and hopefully we'll have you back on the set of Inside IU East Sports sometime in the very near future.
Thank you.
Okay. And we'll be right back here on Inside IU East Sports.